Big diplomatic fallout between the US and South Africa. President Donald Trump has officially cut off US aid to Pretoria. The reason? A controversial land expropriation law that allows the government to seize land without compensation in some cases. Trump, in an executive order, said the law violates property rights and targets ethnic minority Afrikaners. He also accused the South African government of taking hostile positions against the US, citing its genocide case against Israel at the International Court of Justice and its strengthening ties with Iran. The move marks a major escalation in US-South Africa tensions, with Trump calling South Africa's policies hateful rhetoric and government-sponsored race-based discrimination. This is what he said in the order. The United States cannot support the government of South Africa's commission of rights violations in its country or its undermining United States foreign policy, which poses national security threats to our nation, our allies, our African partners, and our interests. It all began with a Truth Social post by Trump on Sunday. He claimed South Africa was confiscating land and treating certain classes of people very badly. He later told reporters, "Terrible things are happening, they're taking away land, and perhaps far worse than that." By Wednesday, Secretary of State Marco Rubio took action, announcing he would boycott the G20 summit in Johannesburg, citing South Africa's land seizures. Then Elon Musk joined the debate. Replying to South African President Cyril Ramaphosa on X, Musk asked, "Why do you have openly racist ownership laws?" The Expropriation Act, signed by President Cyril Ramaphosa last month, allows the South African government to seize land without compensation in rare cases, such as when land is unused or unproductive. Critics claim the law unfairly targets white landowners, but South Africa insists no land will be taken arbitrarily. All expropriations must go through the courts. Trump, however, is not convinced. In his executive order, he vowed to support Afrikaners fleeing South Africa and warned that Pretoria's policies threaten US national security. The South African government has reacted strongly, but diplomatically. President Ramaphosa stated, "We will not be bullied." With South Africa set to host the G20 summit at the end of February, tensions with the US are likely to escalate further.
Protectionism, the pursuit of narrow interests, and the decline of common cause. Now, this includes 375 billion rand in spending by. We will not be deterred. We are, as South Africans, a resilient people, and we will not be bullied. We stand for a non-racial future, and we stand for democracy and tolerance as well as compassion. We stand for equal rights for women, for persons with disability, and for members of the LGBTQIA+ community. The great progress the country has made towards, we are concerned about the potential impact of the decision by the United States government to suspend some of its funding for HIV and TB programs in African countries for 90 days. Now, this funding that we get accounts for about 17% of our country's HIV spend. Now, to tackle inequality, we are looking at various interventions to address the immediate needs and ensure the continuity of the essential services that we might lose if this funding does not come through.